Page 95, question number 13. The average starting income of people graduating from MATC with a specific degree is $31,000 with a standard deviation of $3,500. Okay, so let's think about what this means. If you go to MATC and get a degree in, I don't know what you might get a degree there for, let's say accounting, your average salary is going to be about 31,000, but there's a little variance there. So some people making more, some making less. So this is saying if we were to find the mean salary for every group of 10 graduates, what would be the mean of those averages? Now let's think about this. Let's say thousands of people graduate from MATC. If you get groups of 10 people and find the average of every group of 10, well, guess what? The average of those groups is always going to equal the average of the entire population. So for part A, we don't need any work at all. The average is going to be the same as the original average, $31,000. All right, now the standard deviation is not going to be the same. So let's say we do the same thing. We get groups of 10 people, find the means. What would be the standard deviation of those means? Well, we know the central limit theorem tells us that it's going to be the original standard deviation divided by the square root of n, where n is the size of the group, in this case 10. So I can say 3,500 divided by the square root of 10, and that should give us our standard deviation. Let's see what that comes out to be. So I'll calculate here, 3,500 divided by the square root of 10 gives me an answer of around 1,100, depending on how you round here, about $1,107. Okay, so the central limit theorem, well, it tells us three things. It tells us, first of all, that if we get these groups of graduates, the distribution will approach a normal curve. Second thing it tells us is the average will be the same as the original average, and the standard deviation will be the original divided by the square root of n.